Good morning, dear student. Today we discuss about the amino acid pathway. Before that, we already discussed about the systemic acid pathway. How the amino acid means most of the aromatic amino acids are synthesized from the systemic acid pathway. Some aliphatic amino acids are synthesized from the TCA cycle. But how they are interrelated to each other, and in your syllabus, one important cycle is given, that is the amino acid synthesis or amino acid pathway. So here amino acids are amino acids are very important. These are the biological molecules which is used for the synthesis of the protein, and also it is one of the important part of the nucleic acid, and protein is important part of the cell membrane. These building blocks of amino acid is the building blocks of the protein. These secondary metabolite in this secondary metabolite, the synthesis of this amino acid requires a source of nitrogen, and this nitrogen is come in the form of the ammonia. Ammonia. All amino acid contain the nitrogen, and this nitrogen is a major part of the amino acid, and it is come from the ammonia. This carbon backbone is, and nitrogen is come from the ammonia, and carbon another source is the carbon. These carbons are come from the glycolytic pathway, pentose phosphate pathway, TCA cycle, or systemic acid pathway. So these are the compounds which are interrelated to each other, and by the different cycles, the collaboration with the different cycles, these amino acids are synthesized. So here we see one by one. Here on a screen you are able to see first, that is the glycolysis, that is glucose, then glucose 6-phosphate, fructose 6-phosphate, glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate, dihydroxyacetone phosphate, dihydroxyacetone phosphate, 6-phosphoglycerate. Okay, so this 6-phosphoglycerate is gives the serine. Okay, you can remember this 6-phosphoglycerate glycolysis cycle. From the glycolysis cycle we can get the phosphoenol pyruvate and then pyruvic acid, and we say in a systemic acid this phosphoenol pyruvate and erythrose 4-phosphate are combined and then gives it a arabinohydroxypyrophosphate and then gives the succinate. So what is the important in a glycolysis, intermediate synthesis, that is a 6-phosphoglycerate which is converted to serine. It gives the amino acid serine, and serine gives the glycine. If you see the structures, there is only the place of nitrogen, the nature of the nitrogen is just changed. Nitrogen is come from the ammonia, but its position is just changed in amino acids. Then acetylserine and cysteine is formed. Means three important amino acids are synthesized from the 6-phosphoglycerate. Which one? Serine, glycine and cysteine. This 6-phosphoglycerate then gives the phosphoenol pyruvate and pyruvate. This phosphoenol pyruvate enters into the systemic acid and gives the succinate. And from the succinate we already seen one is a prefenic acid, another one is a anthranylic acid. You remember how we can remember that in a class? Some student if attended, then it get pass or it get, if present they get pass, and if absent they try again. Means three amino acids are synthesized, that is the phenylalanine, tyrosine and tryptophan. These are aromatic amino acid. These are synthesized by the succinic acid pathway, which we have already seen. But just you can correlate how it is interrelated from the glucose, single molecules of the glucose, and how these amino acids are synthesized. Then pyruvate enters into the TCA cycle. During this TCA cycle, when there are the two major parts, that is this acetyl CoA enter into the TCA cycle, and then formation of the glutamate, then ornithine, arginine, glutamine, and histidine. These four amino acids, which one? Glutamine, ornithine, arginine, and histidine, glutamine, ornithine, arginine, and histidine are synthesized by the alpha ketoglutarate, which is converted to glutamate by the glutamine synthesis. Are you get it? From which succinate to alpha ketoglutarate, oxaloacetate to alpha ketoglutarate, and then glutamate, and synthesis of glutamine, ornithine, arginine, and histidine. You can remember the first this series, which one? Glycine, serine, and cysteine. Then from succinic acid, phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan. And then from alpha ketoglutarate to gives the glutamate, ornithine, arginine, and histidine. Then this oxaloacetate is also gives the aspartic acid, and this aspartic acid gives the aspargine and methionine, threonine, and lysine. From this aspargine we give the methionine, threonine, and lysine. Importantly, you can remember the three amino acids group in a four-way. One from glycolysis, another from succinic acid pathway, third from TCA cycle by the glutamate, another also from TCA cycle but from aspartic acid, from oxaloacetate to aspartic acid, and aspargine, and synthesis of methionine, threonine, and lysine. So here in this way these all amino acids are interrelated to each other. So you can remember this cycle. Whenever the question is asked about the amino acid pathway, then you can mention the four steps from where you can get the which amino acid and which cycle is involved, and then you can draw this. I think all of you get that amino acid pathway clearance. Okay, now you read this amino acid pathway. We will meet in next lecture with the last one, that is the acetate pathway. Here in that we can see how the terpenoids are synthesized. Okay, thank you.